going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Birds of the Roundtable. Today, we are doing our way too early 2022 Eagles Award Prediction Show. Joining me, I've got my man, Mitch Kofsky. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Mitch, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. Where can we find you, bro?
Well, first, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, everything, Mitch Kofsky right here. And starting my own network called Hardcore Sports for the Hardcore Fan. It's in the works, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Guys, keep an eye out for that. And then, of course, it's always a blast to collab with Philly Sports Alliance. Make sure you guys check out their Facebook page, man. Amazing Philly sports content. Ryan at Philly Sports PSA. What's going on, Ryan? Ryan R.
Glad to be back after a week off from the Roundtable. I'm excited to talk a little predictions, and anytime we can talk about birds, good with me.
And then we got another Ryan. What's going on, man?
What's going on? It's really great to be a part of this, and I appreciate you guys having me on. You can find me on the Philly broadcast through Philly Sports Alliance, and my friend Ryan here, him and I have been doing it for about 2 years now. So
something like that.
Yeah, it's been great, and I really appreciate you guys having me on, and I'm excited to do this. Thank you.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. So today we're doing our Eagles season award predictions. We're going through most improved, best newcomer, defensive, offensive MVP, best rookie offense, best rookie defense, comeback player of the year, best pleasant surprise, biggest disappointment, and MVP. We have Rufus in the house saying it's the ESPN Philadelphia Sports.
Hey,
man, appreciate that, bro.
Well, it depends. Are you including Stephen A? Or what are you doing here?
I hope I'm not Stephen A.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't want to be anybody.
No. I don't want you.
That's the correct answer.
All right, but what we're doing here, we're going to start with most improved. And right before we went live, we decided that there can be no overlaps. Yeah. So I'm gonna put every one of these into a poll and see who won with their selection. So that being said, we're gonna do a freaking wheel spinner to make sure I get the first overall selection here for each one. So here we go. Let's see who gets to go first. Most improved player of the year for the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, I want to go first.
First of many.
All right, it is Ryan. Floor is yours, Ryan.
So I had a few ideas, and I think I'm going to waste my number one pick here.
Oh,
because it's not going to be anybody that I believe that none of you guys will say.
Oh.
And it's a position that it's really hard to kind of tell improvement, but I'm actually going to say Landon Dickerson.
Ooh.
I think he makes a jump up this year. He is a year away, from all of the injuries when he first came into the league. He has a full healthy season next to Malata, next to Kelsey, and I think he just absolutely jumps through the roof. And what is already being called one of the best offensive lines in the NFL right now, if not just top 5, makes it that much better with his improved play over the year.
Love it. Landon Dickerson for Ryan. And we're just going to make it even more stressful. Ryan, you pick who goes next here for most improved.
I'm going to go with Mitch. Let's go with Mitch.
Mitch, you're on the clock.
All right. So it's actually another Eagles player. Coincidence, I don't know, but I think that's going to be James Bradberry, because think about this, right? He's on the Giants, right, as the number one guy, but he's not exactly good as the number one guy, if you guys agree with me there. So I think he'll be better than CB2 next to Slay, and the Giants had nobody around him. So I got to go with James Bradberry, man.
James Bradberry for Mitch. And what about you, Mitch? Who's getting the next pick here? You have to pick, Mitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go with you.
Me? All right. All right. I'm going to go out of the box for this one. I'm glad no one took it. But for me, my most improved, no one said player here. No one said player, and I'm gonna go.
Mr. Tricky.
I'm gonna go Jonathan Gannon for most improved.
Are we just picking Eagles players the whole time?
I think
Or coaches?
let's start off with a twist, man. Let's go. And for me, it's Jonathan Gannon. It's beyond clear that the personnel wasn't good enough for Jonathan Gannon's defense last year. That's not the case this offseason. You know, a lot of Eagles fans dogged this guy, for a good chunk of the season. This offseason, everything is in place, man, to, have a demonstrably different year in year two. You've got the addition of Jordan Davis. You've got Hassan Reddick. You've got, of course, N'Kobe Dean. Then you've got James Bradbury and Darius Slay on the outside. I think outside of safety, Jonathan Gannon has all the tools this year to make significant improvements. And we're kind of finally going to see, what we've got in Jonathan Gannon with a lot of other players as well. So for me, Jonathan Gannon is my most improved. I think he's going to have a huge step up in production with this Eagles defense. So that is my most improved. What about you, Ryan? Other Ryan?
Hopefully
All right,
he doesn't have Fletcher Cox on the screen. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, Fletcher Cox is a guy that I've always rooted for, but he's just, the production's never really there. But I do want to kind of focus on kind of what Ryan was saying and kind of go offensive line. I think that Jordan Mailata is going to have his breakout year this year. He's been doing progressively better and better every year. We all see the talent. He's got the size for sure. But I think this is the year where he steps up and proves to be one of the best left side offensive players in the league, period, bar none. And I think this is that year where he steps up and makes that improvement.
Love it.
There we go. All right. So, answer this question. We got Phil in the house. We've got DJ Storms in the house, guys. Thank you so much for the comments. Keep them coming, man. Talk trash to everyone else but my selection.
Shout out to DJ Storms. He's one of the members of the Hardcore Sports. So shout out to you, my guy.
All right. So we've got Dickerson, Mailata, Bradbury, and Jonathan Gannon. I like this one. Rufus says Boobie Mills, Miles Sanders in a contract year. That's interesting. Maybe his name comes up. We'll see. Again, guys, we'll be putting these polls out to see who gets the W. Make sure you vote for me, of course.
No.
Anyway. All right, let's go on to our next one. Let me share my screen real quick, and then we'll see who gets the first pick for, was it best newcomer, I think?
Yep.
Yeah.
Best newcomer goes to.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
I like the applause in the
rigged.
background too.
I think this is rigged.
Love it. Man, I gotta start playing the lottery, man.
Okay. If he wins next time, something's wrong.
I know,
That's rigged. That's funny. So yeah, as Phil said, best newcomer, AJ Brown. Duh. Yeah, I listen. As many of people who know me, I love my linebackers, and I have a couple of new ones to choose from this year. But again, I don't want to screw up. I don't want to mess with having the number one pick twice. So it's an easy choice to have AJ Brown as the best newcomer.
Man, come on.
Sorry, guys. I had to do it. Couldn't just let you win, you guys. I had to win one of these polls, right?
Weak.
Yeah, that's going to get the W for sure. Who goes next?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, who goes next?
So I will, again, not to show favoritism. Sorry, Rye. I'm going to, Dibs, I'm going to go with you.
Let's go. All right. Let's go. All right. Because I was worried this guy was going to get taken next for sure. All right. So for me, my best newcomer of 2022, it was only a few weeks ago that number 2 cornerback was easily one of the biggest weaknesses of this Eagles roster, man. Priority 1A for me during the draft was getting an elite pass rusher. Priority 1B was adding an outside corner. And you look at the NFL, man, every single year, wide receivers, especially in the draft, they're getting bigger, they're getting faster. My best newcomer is 100% James freaking Bradbury all the way. For me, you know, this guy.
Okay.
This is a guy who had 39 forced interceptions and incompletions since 2020, the highest mark in the NFL. For references purposes, Trevon Diggs had 38. He was second. 32 games with the Giants. He's had 7 interceptions, 35 passes defensed. He was a Pro Bowler in 2020. He's coming to a defense that, runs a lot of zone coverage. And just a perfect fit, man. Just a perfect fit for this defense. He was the 9th highest graded cornerback in zone coverage out of the 72 who played, 422 snaps per Pro Football Focus. He's got good size. He can play, press on the line. Got to go with my man, James Bradbury. And I'm going to throw it to the other Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, I got last. I got a couple in my head, so I'm good.
This is tough just because of, the rookies that I'm excited, because technically they would be newcomers as well. But who I'm going to go with is Hassan Reddick. And I think that he has a lot of upside for this team in particular. What he can do, coming off the edge, what he's done in coverage, what we've seen in the past. And Brian and I were actually just talking about this on our podcast. He has now come into this position as a veteran and could possibly take a leadership role on that defensive, that linebacking squad. So I would love to say Hassan Reddick. And not only that, he's a Temple boy. He grew up, well, not grew up, but what I'm saying, he went to school in Philly. So there's some love right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm a Temple guy too, so I'd love to hear that.
There you go.
Yeah, man. All right, we've got East Coast Gridiron in the house saying, "What's up, guys?" What on? Rufus says, "Best newcomer is an actual passing."
I was gonna say you didn't say player.
He took my thing.
All right, Mitch, who you got?
All right. Just to clarify, we're not doing rookies, right? We're not doing rookies.
You can do whatever you want, man.
Oh, we can do rookies.
Technically, they're newcomers.
Right.
I know, but they were just like you guys are like adding in the free agencies we got.
I mean, they're the
so that was one of my picks. But we're going rookies here. Give me Jordan Davis.
Woo!
I mean, come on now. How can you say no to that guy? You guys seen what he did to my Michigan in that bowl game? God, I'm still mad at that. But look, that guy's gonna be a beast. I mean, Fletcher Cox is teaching him the way, and same with what's the other one? I'm drawing the blank. Oh well, that name will come back to me. But give me Jordan Davis, man. That guy's gonna make an impact.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right, Jordan Davis. To Mitch, East Coast Gridiron says Kaiser White should be the best newcomer, man. Kind of under the radar right there. I love that position a lot.
I think if that was true, then the Eagles season is going great.
Yeah.
East Coast says Jordan Davis will play 30% this year, just like he did at Georgia. We'll see, man. At least at OTAs, they're saying he's going to be playing passing downs. We'll see.
That's a big fear. Is that not a big fear for everybody? I mean,
for sure.
You have to be concerned about the conditioning.
No question.
Yeah.
No.
So
I just gotta
hopefully
say
that's not the case.
What is up, Jay Taco? Thank you for being here. East Coast Gridiron.
Yep.
East Coast Gridiron. He's a huge college guy, so he keeps track of all the teams, all the players. Like that guy knows what he's talking about. Shout out to him and the Jaguars.
Speaking to my heart. All right, let's go.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
MVP. Defensive MVP.
Right, let's go. 3 in a row, baby.
Okay, if that happens, this is rigged.
Come on. There it is.
Hey! Wait.
Come on!
Let's go. Yes. Hallelujah. Yes. All right. Defensive Player of the Year?
Go ahead.
Whew, man, that's tough. There's so many options to go for. But I'm going with Darius Slay.
Oof.
I'm going with Darius Slay here I mean, he's arguably like what, top 3 corner right now. He's a lockdown. How many interceptions did he have last year? I'm drawing the blank. Like 6?
I think 6. Right?
It's 6, right? 6. So Darius Slay is gonna teach James Bradbury a few things, having him recruit. Darius Slay is that guy, and he's my defensive player of the year.
All right, Darius Slay for Mitch. Who goes next, Mitch? This way, up here.
Can we do the wheel? All right, give me Ryan.
Wait, which Ryan?
Who? Wells. I'm sorry, there's 2 Ryans. I'll fix
right.
it.
I'm gonna assume that was me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Love it. I'll make sure I get you back next time I have first pick.
All right, man.
They're in cahoots. I don't like it.
I am going to say Hassan Reddick.
Shit.
I think he's going to come in and absolutely continue his dominance rushing the passer. The Eagles have always been that pressure on the quarterback team, but always just missing those sacks. And I think with his addition here, and with some of the other additions, it's going to allow him to be able to not only get to the quarterback but take him down. And I'm predicting, he's probably going to have 12, 13 sacks this year in this system. And I think he absolutely is our defensive MVP.
All right. Brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. That's what I was going to go with. Hassan Reddick for Ryan. Who goes next, Ryan?
Well, considering I haven't chosen my co-host yet, it's only fair that I choose Fitterin. Ryan, go right ahead, bud.
Thank you, sir. I like where your head's at, but I have to disagree. Well, I literally have to disagree because we can't have repeats.
Right. Quite honestly.
I'm going to go with Josh Sweat. I think this guy.
That was my dark horse.
He's going to have himself a year. With that whole defensive end with, Graham and Barnett and Jackson, I think he's going to step out and really be that shining light out of that defensive end group. And I think he's going to have a lot of success. Might not be in the sacks, but tackles in the backfield. I think that'll be huge for him. And, stopping the run is going to be one of the big things that anybody coming off that edge, they're going to have to meet him. And he is mean, man. He is mean. So I'm going Josh Sweat.
Sweat for Ryan, too. Oh, I was out. I'm Ryan
1A.
All right, Ryan.
Okay,
Ryan,
so I know that. Okay.
All right.
Looks like each coach really wants someone to pick Kaiser White.
We have Kaiser White not in the house.
He loves himself some Kaiser.
Wow, you could argue James is better than Slay. He has more interceptions and pass breakups the last 2 years. He's actually number 1 in the league. Huge loss for the Giants.
That's true.
I believe Slay only had 3 interceptions last year.
Oh, really?
There was 3? I really thought it was, unless I combined them both.
Yeah. Rufus says, I think Reddick will have more stats, but overall. So this is where I was going to go. I'm not going to finish the comment. For me, I think people forget how good Brandon Graham was for this defense. So I'm going to go Brandon Graham coming off a ruptured Achilles. He played just 2 games last year. But you look at his last full season, 51 pressures, 16 quarterback hits, 8 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a Pro Bowl. There's no secret why the Eagles' pass rush took a huge dip last year. And that was because Brandon Graham, and that injury, man. So for me, that borderline, the D-line and that addition of Brandon Graham is going to be a lot of fun to watch. If you can stay healthy with that addition of Jordan Davis, I think Brandon Graham could even have a bigger year for how much Jordan Davis is going to just clog things up in the middle and take on and anchor that defensive line. So for me, I'm going to go BG. BG for me. Not my first choice. But, that Eagles defensive line has to be better this year.
Yeah.
And I think the face of the defensive line by far, as good as Jordan Davis is, as good as Fletcher Cox and Hargrave are, it is Brandon Graham. So, let's go,
Not
Brandon.
Barnett.
No. We don't talk about his name on this channel.
Well, I think I know where I'm going for the biggest disappointment. Hey, I could be going to smoke screen.
I do like the BG pick. I feel like it's like I thought about it, and it's a heart over head thing.
Yeah.
With a lot of fans because they love him, but I hope that's the case. You know, but he's getting up there, and I want to see him like kind of take off onto the sunset. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Next up is offensive MVP. Let's see who gets the number one pick here.
That's you.
Let's go. Let's go.
There you go.
He is not rigged. It's not rigged.
All right. So I have the number one selection here. And of course, you know, the cop-out could be Jalen Hurts. But I'm not going to go that route. For me, my MVP on offense will be A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is my selection here. As efficient as it gets, one of just 3 players to rank in the top 10 in yards per target and touchdown rate the last 3 years. I just think the dude can run a full route tree. He's going to cover up a lot of deficiencies for Jalen Hurts. That chemistry with him and Hurts is everything this offseason, getting ready for this regular season, man. And I think everything boils down to this. If Jalen Hurts takes that next step in his development, as we all expect, A.J. Brown is going to have a potential year for the ages in terms of Eagles wide receivers. So for me, A.J. Brown is a selection. And I'm going to throw it to Mitch. Go ahead, Mitch.
There we go. So what is it? Offensive player of the year?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not going Jalen Hurts either. I am going for – I got 2 in mind. But I'm going to go with a better guy. So I'm going with Devontae Smith. I'm going with Devontae Smith right here because think about it.
Yeah.
He's the number 1 wide receiver on the number 2 corner. This guy is going to get hella open. His route running, everything, his catchability is there. Give me Devontae Smith for that.
Nice.
Love it. Devontae Smith to Mitch. Who goes next, Mitch?
Ryan 2.
That's you, Reese.
That's me. I'm now Ryan 2.
That's you, Reese.
Okay. Well, I love that. We're gonna.
I don't know why is it.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts.
Brutal.
I have to. I'm sorry.
No, you don't. There's another option.
You took the 2 I wanted to grab first.
He's jumping the shark.
Yeah, I don't care. I want it. I want it to happen because if it does happen, the future of the Eagles gets a whole lot better and a whole lot easier to get where we need to go.
No.
So it's something that I'm hoping. And yeah, listen, if you wanna call me a shark jumper or sellout, whatever, I'm good with it. Jalen Hurts, baby. Let's go.
Phil agrees with you. Offensive MVP.
That's right, Phil. Me and you, Phil.
And Jonathan says Devontae Smith. What he's going to do to number 2 cornerbacks is going to be illegal, man.
There we go. I like it.
Ryan 1. What's your selection?
All right, so this
really don't like
this is tough for me because I have also, like Mitch was saying, I have 2 in mind. Thankfully, there were none of the guys that you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that if one of my 2 does well, then the Eagles are going to be superb this year. So I'm just going to go with it, and I'm going to say Miles Sanders.
Woo!
I'm going to say Miles Sanders because if he is on his game and, like Rufus says, is a Pro Bowler this year and has an excellent year, handles himself, holds the ball, makes his downfield cuts, I don't know, man. I think that the Eagles will have a complete offense, and I honestly think that he has the ability to do that. Barring injuries, he has the skill set. He is incredibly talented. I think he can do it. Mark me down for Booby.
Can he stay healthy?
Yeah,
That's
stay
the
healthy.
question.
Exactly. Stay
That's the
healthy.
big question.
All right,
I'm not
Ryan.
the biggest Miles Sanders fan. I'm just gonna say that. I am not.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
telling
it.
you.
I love
He's
it.
got to run north, not east and west. I'm sorry.
We've
He's
had
gotta run
that
north.
discussion with multiple running backs on our team before.
Yeah,
Like
that is
LaShawn
true.
McCoy, you said the same thing almost.
That
Not
is true.
you, but like a lot of people.
Actually, I did say that.
I appreciate you being honest.
Yep.
All right, now it's about to get stressful here.
It
Because
is.
next up, we're going to do best rookie on offense.
This is gonna be rough.
There's only
You don't want to be last in this one. Let me tell you.
Come on, baby. Come
Please,
on,
give me
baby.
the first
Come
one.
on.
Okay, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Come on. Come
Oh,
on. Give me another one. Give me another one.
Cross.
There
Get
it is.
some.
Stop.
Get
Stop.
some.
Stop.
Get
Good.
some.
Oh,
Get some.
Oh.
it's a rig.
Three
That's
times.
All right, Ryan.
Man, who to choose? There were so many offensive rookies.
Now what do we do?
There were so many offensive rookies. It actually is kind of hard because you have somebody like Cam Jurgens who may not even see the field. So
Wait,
And then
didn't
you
they say
have-
that they were going to move him to right guard? Didn't they say that?
oh wow, Rufus,
Oh,
Riff, put down the bottle, buddy. Put it down. Just in the simple fact that honestly, I think Cam Jurgens is probably going to be your only rookie that actually makes the 53. But I honestly don't see him having any impact. I just don't see any other rookie making the team right now. So I'll just say Cam Jurgens.
Cam Jurgens for Ryan. So now we're getting stressed out. Who are you gonna pick next?
I will pick Ryan since I don't think he's picked this high yet.
No, thank you.
that is true.
So I'll give
Thank
it
you
back.
so much.
You're welcome.
Not
Ryan.
only that, but you're giving me an opportunity to find out how I can charge my phone while we're doing this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm a little lacking in my technology, but either way, I'm going to go with our fresh tight end here. I'm going to go with Calcaterra. I'm going to say that he makes the cut, and again, another barring injury, considering that he's had a lot of concussions in his past. I think he can perform well. Just watching the highlights from his college days, he's sure-handed. He's got some yak, but I think that with the uncertainty of that number 2, number 3, it's kind of just out there. So I'm going to go with Calcaterra.
Great selection. Who's next, Ryan?
I'll go with Mitch.
Okay.
Now
Who's
get
the track star?
Host the challenge.
Yeah.
Who's that track star? Allen, I think his last name is.
You're going Devin Allen?
Who else is there?
Not much. I'm putting you down with Devin Allen.
I guess so, because he can do special teams.
I love it. All right.
Yes, like who else is there? Am I drawing a blank?
All right. I'll go.
You're drawing a blank.
Yeah, I mean, there's two. I think that I could easily go, and I have these two over Devin Allen for sure.
Hey, if I somehow win with Devin Allen, I'm just saying.
There's actually 3 I could go. Oh my gosh.
Who am I? Who? What? They're not going to make the team.
This is kind of a hard decision here because I want to.
That's why.
Like, do I go for votes or do I go for who I think?
Well, that was part of my thought process too. Is I feel like I would just get help on the votes just because he was the earliest offensive player. So
for sure.
Listen, you never know who's going to play. I honestly was really, really debating Calcaterra because I think if he can't make the squad, he can at least do a little something. So yeah,
that was mine.
You got some options though. You got options.
Oh, for sure. So I guess I'll go. Give me Carson Strong. Give me Carson Strong as my selection here. Nobody loves backup quarterbacks more than the Philadelphia Eagles fans. Everybody knows that. I think.
Where's Rufus? Where's Rufus when you need him? He's probably freaking out right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about Carson Strong. His arm can throw for days. He had 5 50-yard passes last year, which led all of college football. Just amazing at targeting that intermediate and deep area of the field with great accuracy, hitting guys in stride. What we see from this guy during training camp is going to be hilarious given pretty much he's the anti-Jalen Hurts. He does everything that Jalen Hurts can't do. Throw into tight spots, move the ball downfield. So I'll go Carson Strong. I think that's going to be a really fun storyline during training camp. When Eagles fans actually watch this guy up live at training camp and see a 6'5" dude just throwing bombs, given the Eagles' current wide receivers, I think that's going to be now, I'm not saying there's a quarterback controversy, but I'm saying it's going to be fun to watch for sure. So I'm going Carson. I know I'm losing this one. It sucks.
But you got to think about this, right? Jalen Hurts can do what he can't, and that's run the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Carson Strong ain't running the ball. That's a fact. All right, let's roll on.
This one's gonna be tough too because after I think whoever gets stuck with the 4th pick here is
or the 3rd.
Well, at least there's more options.
There's definitely more options for sure. At least people are going to be making.
Just give me the 1st and the 2nd.
All right. So now we're doing best rookie on defense. Let's roll.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy Tymus. He's in the chat. Another guy that. Hey, wait. I'm not.
All right, Mitch, you got
it. Easy one here.
I mean, you can go either way. So it depends, right? Is Nakobe Dean going to start right out the gate?
We'll find out.
I mean, you can go either way here, but Jordan Davis, give me Jordan Davis again. I mean, come on, we traded up to get this behemoth. This guy's going to make such noise. I can't wait. Give me Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis is a solid selection, Mitch. Well done.
You can go either way, so you know what?
I think. Oh yeah. Well, I think Jordan Davis is going to hit everything, not on the surface box score every Sunday after the game. Like he's going to impact the game in so many different ways. So go ahead, Mitch. Who are you going to pick next?
I'm going up.
Yeah,
I'm going up.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. For me, it is Nakobe Dean. Without question. Had 31 quarterback hurries last year. What Jordan Davis is going to do for Nakobe Dean, providing lanes to the quarterback. Nakobe Dean is like this close away from owning the city of Philadelphia. Young linebacker that Eagles fans can root for, get behind. He's a leader. Nakobe Dean is a leader, top to bottom. And yeah, Phil, 100% best rookie on defense will be Nakobe Dean, man. And I agree with Phil. He's going to play more than Jordan Davis, 100%. Nakobe Dean, if he shows that he's healthy, he's this close to getting the keys to the city because we have been starving for a young linebacker, an impact linebacker that can make plays in the backfield, dropping back in coverage, just being all over the field, all around the ball, all the time. I cannot wait to watch Nakobe Dean. That is my selection.
Yeah, sounds like fun, man.
Well,
Right.
think about it. He went with Carson Strong last round. I went with Devin Allen.
All right. I guess we'll give it to you guys. Right?
All right, Nakobe Dean. All right, Ryan 1. You're up, man.
Sweet. All right. Well, this is a guy that I've been pretty high on. Reese knows this.
I know exactly who you're going with. That one's stuck.
Tyron Johnson. I think he has the ability to get some solid playing time. Just watching the film on him, being in that Kansas kind of what they do in Kansas is play a lot of coverage with their linebackers. So I love watching a linebacker playing coverage. Like, pass defense is huge. And that's one of the big things that the Eagles have been lacking. And I think that he can make an impact and, really be a pivotal part of this defense in the future. For this year, I don't know if he's actually going to make a lot of splash, but I think that, you're going to see some talent, going to see some skill, and I'm going to go with Tyron Johnson.
All right. You're up, Ryan 2.
This is bad. Basically, I have 700 undrafted rookie free agent defensive backs to choose from.
This is what you get for having 3 wins.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can't be complaining.
Was it 3 or 4? I can't remember. It's been I'm going to go with Reed Blankenship because I think he probably has the best chance to make the team as a safety, considering there's already a plethora of corners and, there's already a bunch of undrafted free agent corners that it's hard to tell who's going to shake out. So just on sheer probability of making the team, I'll go with Reed Blankenship. And, obviously take the L here.
Now, there is a kicker with the last name Blankenship, correct? Does anyone know if there's a
there is
relation there?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
They kind of look alike.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious now.
I don't know. Rufus says Dean will be a stud, but I think Mario Goodrich. Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Another one.
It's not bad.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's gonna be solid, man.
He's gonna be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has a chance. All right.
Where was he from? Clemson?
Goodrich? Yeah.
Yeah, Clemson.
All right.
I got
Comeback
some
player
good
of the
beat
year.
in there. Ooh,
Comeback.
that's a good one. This is a good one.
Comeback player of the year. I think there's a lot of options here. Come on, man.
What?
Are you kidding me?
See, that's why you got last round.
I am 100% playing the lottery tomorrow.
Did anybody
Ron,
see
you better be headed to AC right now.
who's the admin for that site? Is it Ryan Reed?
Yeah, you guys didn't know that I'm a small partner in this site. All right. So comeback player of the year. There's a few I could choose from. Sanders is definitely high on my list because I truly believe he is going to have a much better year this year, considering all of the injuries. But considering injuries and considering how long they were out last year and the general impact that this player has year in, year out, game in, game out, the easy choice is BG. Brandon Graham, baby.
Brandon Graham. Ryan 2. Who's up next, man?
You know what? Dabs, I'll go with you. I'll go with you again, bud. I feel like you've been shafted by the wheel a lot. So let me give you my wheel.
We've all been shafted by the wheel.
I mean, I won once.
That is true.
Yeah. Phil says comeback player of the year for him is Miles Sanders. He will have more than 0 touchdowns. And Rufus agrees with you, Ryan, too. 2 letters
Rufus.
here. G. All right, I'm going out of the box with this one. Yeah, let's do this. While this guy wasn't awful, he wasn't great. I'm going to go with Anthony Harris. Give me Anthony Harris with this selection. I think, you look at this guy, he played the 3rd most snaps on the team last year. Maybe my expectations were a little too high. They brought him back when I didn't think they were going to at all. All you heard was the Eagles in the secondary want to get younger, faster, more athletic. And when they brought him back, I wasn't that excited. But talk about a guy that has everything in front of him to take a huge step for this Eagles safety position, man. He's got James Bradbury and Darius Slay. He's got a great interior defensive line. So for me, Anthony Harris, I think, could be comeback player of the year. I think maybe I was wrong, but my expectations for Anthony Harris, making plays, getting interceptions, it didn't happen last season. I think Anthony Harris could shock some people and be comeback player of the year. And I'm going to throw it to Mitch.
Well, I guess I have to pick the player that I'm not a fan of, but I give him credit where credit is due. I'll pick Miles Sanders.
All right.
Miles Sanders, give it easy.
Begrudgingly picking Miles.
I can see him getting between 800 rushing yards and 1,000. I can see that if he can stay healthy and not fumble the ball and not going east and west. So if he just goes north, I'm okay with that.
All right, Ryan 1.
All right, I can definitely dig that. It's going to be tough. Does it have to be based off of injury? Is my whole thing.
Then I would have picked
If not, and this team's success being predicated upon his success, I would have to go Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, interesting.
Simply because if he performs better than he did last year, this team will be successful. If not, there's a lot of questions that we're going to continue to have, and it's going to be a difficult year. But if injury is the only way that it's comeback player of the year, it's going to be difficult. I mean, there's been guys that were slightly injured here and there. But, who I'm really looking forward to is Jalen Hurts. He's got to perform. He's got to be the atypical and, the premier quarterback that we hope he can be. So I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts.
The Jalen Hurts truthers are coming for you, man. And that's there's a little subplot to your thing there that maybe he had a bad season last year. I don't know.
Yeah, that could go either way. You'll have the Jalen Hurts lovers out there that are gonna come at you for calling his season disappointing.
Oh my God.
But then you're gonna have the opposite side of saying, "Oh, what are you talking about? He's gonna be terrible. I hate Jalen Hurts."
Bro, after what I've been through last Monday, you know what I'm talking about, dude. Oh my God. This guy said on my Eagles podcast, he said that Jalen Hurts is going to be better than Josh Allen. I left. I was like, I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Fans had to deal with.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be nice.
All right. Let's go.
15-2 also. 15-2.
If it's seriously me again, I'm leaving.
Mitch.
Oh God.
So
Me and Ryan 1 are getting the shaft tonight, man.
Yeah.
That's my second time.
Have you guys
doubled me.
I was going to say, Ryan, have you even won one yet?
No.
No, we haven't won any.
No, you won one. You won one.
I did win one.
Yeah.
So what is this?
This is biggest pleasant surprise.
Ooh,
So this could
I
mean
like
a
that.
lot of things.
It could be a lot.
This could be a lot of things.
I'm ready.
You know where I'm going?
Mitch, you're up, man.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas Goedert. I feel like
Dallas Goedert. All right, cool.
I feel like he's going to take a big leap. I can see that, and he's already a top 5 tight end in the league, people say. So I feel like he's going to be like the security blanket, how Zach Ertz was. So, give me Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert for Mitch. Who goes next, man?
Ryan 2.
Ooh.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Quez Watkins.
Yeah, I love that selection, man.
Good one.
I think he is going to be. He is going to be the forgotten wide receiver with the big flashy AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, and people are gonna sleep on Quez Watkins. He's just gonna quietly do his thing, and I think he is going to have very similar numbers to Brown and Smith by the end of the year that you're going to wonder who's 1, who's 2, who's 3. And I think it's Quez Watkins all day, and I'm going to be so happy about it.
It'll be nice.
I love that selection a lot, man. I'd love to see that guy get more targets. We've got Striker in house saying, Derek Barnett.
Ah!
Woo! Ryan 2, who goes up next?
I'll Finn, I'll go with you, buddy.
Cool. There's 2 guys that I'm really hoping to get surprised by, but I'm just going to go, if you'll allow me at the end to say my second guy,
Sure.
I'll just go with Marcus Epps. Big question mark on our team is that safety position, what we're doing up there. Reese and I were talking about this, how it's probably just going to be Harris and then, a little bit of a battle. So I would like to see Marcus Epps kind of step up. He's still fairly young, good size. I think he's got that ball hawk ability where he can just kind of hunt it down and find the guy. So I honestly think that Epps would be a pleasant surprise. And I think we would all be kind of pleased with that, to have a nice balance in that safety position. So because we all know the cornerbacks, we've been naming them all night. It's been great. It's been fun. But where's that help in the middle? Where is that help way back and over top? So I think that if Marcus Epps does well, it'd be a great surprise.
We've got Normal Guy in the house.
What is up, Normal Guy?
Rufus says, I think Kennedy Brooks, he is RB3. I love that selection too. For me, I'm going to go with kind of a forgotten guy, a guy that no one really talks about. He's kind of been put to the side with the additions of Reddick and Kaiser White and Nakobe Dean.
Say it.
I thought he's got legit upside. He showed in 6 starts that he can do something. I'm going to go Davion Taylor with my selection. Davion Taylor. He's now in year 3, and I think a lot of us forget that this dude is only 24 years old. He's got the speed, he's got the athleticism. Again, he showed kind of considerable promise in that 6 midseason starts last year, and during those stretches, I think he showed he could have a bigger role. So it'll be interesting to see what Davion Taylor can bring to the Birds this season. I think no one expects anything out of Davion Taylor, to be honest, given what the linebackers look like. I think he could definitely be a pleasant surprise. So that is my selection. Ryan, who was yours?
It was between him and TJ Edwards.
TJ? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Edwards, as you know, we've been talking about all of these linebackers, and edge rushers, and again, depending on what system they're running. But you have Reddick, you have Dean, you have White, and they're all brand new to this team. And you forget that Edwards was there and has progressed every year. And it may not be by leaps and bounds, but he has gotten better every year. And now the talent in that room has risen tremendously. You have a veteran in Reddick coming into the room as well. I think the whole room is going to be that much better. And I think Edwards and to your point, Davion Taylor are going to greatly benefit from the new additions and the veteran leadership for the linebackers.
All right, let's roll on. Striker says, I think Marcus Epps too. He's going to surprise. And Rufus says, wow, no TJ Edwards get some love. So there it is.
Oh, yeah, we kind of mentioned them.
All right, we've got 2 categories left. Let's wrap this thing up. Who gets the number 1 pick?
I kind of don't want to go first.
Let's go, Flynn.
Oh,
Oh,
come
no.
on.
Oh, no.
I don't want to go
Fuck.
first.
Let's go. Let's go.
I tried.
All right. Let me do some things real quick. There it goes. Biggest disappointment. This is like, I think, a no-brainer here. 100%. Derek Barnett is my selection for biggest disappointment for the 2022 Eagles. Since the dude has drafted, he has 28 penalties of 21 and a half sacks. 13 of those penalties were offsides. 8 were unnecessary roughness. 5 were roughing the passer. I do not understand bringing this guy back. It's the only move that like really truly made me like scratch my head. He has such a negative impact on this team, man. It is absurd. For me, 100% Derek Barnett is my biggest disappointment. I'll throw it to you, Ryan, too. Go ahead, Ryan, too.
All right.
Please don't take mine.
Quick, just whisper. Nobody can hear.
I got a couple.
So this guy's been talked about a lot tonight as somebody that we're all very hopeful that can stay healthy. Step up, can be the player that we've seen bits and pieces and flashes, and whether it be games or stretches of games, but he just doesn't always seem to put it together for a full season, mostly because of the injuries. But I think I'm going to have to say Miles Sanders here, and I don't like saying it because I don't want to put that out in the universe, but I just think this is really kind of his last shot, and I think we're all hoping that he finally does take that next step. But I think we're going to be disappointed.
Love it. That was definitely my short list for sure. If I didn't have the number 1 pick, that Sanders would probably be right up my selection. Who gets the next? Who gets the third selection?
I'm going to go down on the center spot.
Okay, I got a couple of mine, so I'm set.
So, is it a disappointment if we know he's going to be a disappointment? And that's Jalen Reagor.
I got another one.
I thought you guys were giving me a layup here. Like
that's so good. I didn't even think of that.
This guy's trash.
That was my first
garbage.
one, but I got another one.
I just think he's already
the Nelson Aguilar of today's Eagles. Like, we are witnessing the guy that is just going to ruin plays, ruin. If he takes another punt return, I will literally punt my television. I'm furious. Oh, dude, I'll go off for many minutes on how terrible he is. But just keep it short and sweet. He is clammy when it comes to like the pressure. He is not sure-handed. He has not given his full effort. I'm ready to be yet again disappointed by Jalen Reagor.
Done with him.
Jalen Reagor being called clammy was not in my
right. I did not think that.
You ever hold a girl's hand when she's nervous to hold your hand?
No, totally, yeah.
That's Jalen Reagor on every date.
Damn.
All right, Mitch, who you got?
All right. Well, Rager's been going through a lot, right? He's been going through a lot, lost his best friend, so I'm not going down that route. I'm going with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Angel?
J.J. He gained 12 pounds for him not even going to step on the field. He could have get cut. So, for me, and you guys all know who we picked. We picked him over who, but we all know that. I'm not going to say his name. It's going to make us all mad. But, yeah, man. The guy's not going to do anything. He's going to be cut.
This might be the best row of voting by far tonight. I think
that category is going to be fun to see what the the
it
people
will
go
be,
for.
but it's like I feel like the last two selections. Actually, I don't know. I feel like all of them, technically, I guess.
All of them. You can go
The
either way.
expectations are like so low for Rager and J-Jaw, especially J-Jaw, that like, how can you be disappointed when he does exactly what you think he's going to do? And that suck.
Because you're still disappointed.
Because it's where they were
If
drafted.
that's where you think, if that's where you think he's going to land, and he lands it, there's no disappointed. You are satisfied.
I think Jalen Rager's going to go below what we expect.
They don't get cut off the team.
You know when you take like a test and it's like exceed expectations?
Yeah.
His category is below expectations.
It's like incomplete.
Oh, damn.
Literally, it's incomplete. He dropped it. Yeah.
Not enough information.
Yeah.
We have Rufus saying Jordan Davis. People think we have the next Jerome Brown, but he will be good, but not the all-pro fans think. That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good one.
All right, last one of the night, and we'll wrap it up, which is general MVP. Who is going to be the MVP of the Eagles season? Here we go.
All right, can I get one last one in me?
Let me get one.
Stay.
What is Come on.
Who's coming to AC with me
That's
tonight?
ridiculous.
Let's go.
I'm in South Jersey. I'll give me a couple hours.
All right, let's go.
That is so ridiculous. I'm just angry.
I'm
sorry,
Ryan.
I'm fine. I came in second in that. I'm fine.
All right, go ahead, Ryan.
So I am going to say, can I actually see the selection somewhere? I'm kind of curious, as I forget what I picked as my offensive. Oh yeah, never mind. I'm gonna say AJ Brown.
Ooh.
I just think he's gonna come in and do amazing things that we haven't seen in a receiver since the TO days. And that's no slight on Devontae Smith. I think it's just a different receiver, but I just think he is going to come in and dominate. And he may be breaking some receiver records in his first year, honestly.
AJ Brown for Ryan 2. Who gets the next selection, man?
Let me take a look at who's had the worst go of it.
Oh, it's not me.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah. It really kind of is.
I haven't gotten a first pick the entire
right, but you well with what you've had.
I've done well with my picks though.
Yeah, you've done good.
All right. Dabs, I'll give it back to you one last time, buddy.
All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go Dallas Goedert.
Ooh.
And the reason being is because there's going to be so much attention on these wide receivers. Who do you think is going to benefit from that? I think it's Dallas Goedert. I think he's going to be that safety blanket. I think he's going to be up in touchdowns. I think during an event that Reese and I did, we talked about like over-unders, and he might have been like over-under maybe like 6 or 7 touchdowns. I think he's going to supersede that. I think he's going to have just a fantastic year. I think this is going to be his year where he looked like Zach Ertz when Zach Ertz was putting up wide receiver numbers. And I think that's going to happen this year. Dallas Goedert, he's it.
I love that selection, man. Who you going next?
I'm going to go with you. Go ahead.
Let's go Jalen Hurts. Of course, man. It's put up or shut up time.
That was not mine.
That was not yours?
That was not mine.
No, the MVP, the engine of the Eagles is 100% Jalen Hurts. Everybody knows that, this is just in the back of my head. The Eagles are going to make strides this year. However, when they get to the playoffs, it's going to come down to Jalen Hurts and whether or not he can beat that team with his arm. And if he can, and if he does, he is the MVP, 100%. It's a passing league. It's a quarterback-driven league. Can Jalen Hurts take that next step? For me, I think Jalen Hurts is a no-brainer here for MVP. And everything is in play for him to have a successful year. I expect Nick Sirianni's offense to be throwing a lot more this year. It's going to be all on Jalen Hurts. And if he's not the MVP, it's a win-win because I'm not a Jalen Hurts guy. So anyway, let's go Jalen Hurts as my MVP. I think it is going to be a wildly successful year for the Eagles. And yeah, I think a playoff win and, a step forward for Jalen Hurts with his accuracy, going through progression, seeing the field better, getting that intermediate and deep area of the field, accuracy-wise especially. A.J. Brown, Devontae, everything's in play for Jalen Hurts. And I'm going to, just roll with that. What about you, Mitch?
Question. Could we go coaching?
Yeah, totally.
Because that's one of mine, but I'm not going coaching, so give me Devontae Smith. Give me Devontae Smith. I really believe he can hit 1,000 yards. I really believe it. If he's going to get open a lot against these CB2s. So give me Devontae Smith.
For sure.
If I had to go coaching, I would go with Steichen because he was doing play calling. But, yeah, I'm giving me Devontae Smith.
All right.
Can I pose a quick question?
Absolutely.
To the field. If Jalen Hurts does not produce like we all think he could or should, who of the four that we chose do you think will succeed the most? So Jalen Hurts maybe has a similar type of, he's still not reading the progressions. He's not hitting the guys. He's not throwing them open. He's waiting till they get open. Who of those four of that last round do you think will succeed no matter what?
I mean, Dallas Goedert, top of my head.
That's all the answer he was looking for.
That's all I was looking for. You're right.
If you're thinking Minshew and you're thinking what we saw from last year, I think Goddard and Minshew had a really good game together. And I agree, Goddard is going to have a huge year, but it's got to be Dallas Goedert in my head. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of concur. I think Goddard is a safe pick on that because if Hurts is playing similar to what he did last year or not progressing as he did or as we want him to, Dallas Goedert's again the tight end's always a good safety net. It's always good to kind of dump it off in the middle and do that. And again, should Hurts get hurt or not be the guy and get benched, Minshew clearly had a connection, and obviously if it's Minshew moving forward at any point in the season, Goddard's going to benefit from that for sure.
Any last thoughts, Mitch, on this before we wrap it up?
Phil brought up a point. Minshew can throw. So if Uncle Rico's there, Devontae Smith can win MVP.
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico can throw it over the mountains, guys. He can throw it over the mountains.
All right. Phil says Devontae Smith. Miles Sanders MVP. I don't trust.
I don't either.
I don't trust the Eagles. It's going to be a committee, run by committee backfield. Does that make? Yeah, I think I said.
Yeah.
Spiker says pocket presence, accuracy, and anticipation will be noticeable from game one. You got it. How many games are you giving Jalen Hurts this year? Are you giving him the full year before you say he's it or we're done?
That's a really good question.
10 games? Is 10 games fair?
No, because I think he's had enough. I think 6 would be fair.
6?
Especially our first.
I'm going less. I'm going 3.
You're going wow 3?
You know
Wow.
why? You know why? We're playing Carson Wentz week 3.
Carson Wentz is going to be a mental case every time we play him, dude.
I know that. So Jalen Hurts has to be better than them.
I'm saying 6 because of our first 6 games. That's fine.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm 10. I'm sticking with 10. I mean, 6 is not 6, 3 games. That's not enough data for me. I need
I'm
10
just
games.
trolling. I'm gonna go
I need
with 10.
10 games. I need 10 games to see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think there's a rhythm to this, to a season, and it takes a few games to kind of work out some of the kinks. And luckily, we are playing what we would consider easier opponents in the first couple games. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. 10's a good nice round number. You not only do you get through your bye. You week 10, I think you were right in that range where you're playing like Green Bay and Tennessee, and you're feeling some good competition. And I think after those couple games, I think you're really going to know a lot more about Jalen Hurts and his abilities and his progression throughout the season. And if he's able to get a win against Green Bay, against Tennessee, and he looks great, and he's been progressing all year, I think that's all I would need.
All right. Let's close up shop. I'm going to throw it to you, Mitch. Plugs. Where can we find you? What do you got?
Wait, I thought they were voting on who wins.
No. We're gonna make this after the show. We're gonna do that after.
I'll find that out till later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can all find me on YouTube right here, Mitch Coxey, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Stay tuned for Hardcore Sports Network coming out soon. Can't wait.
Awesome, guys. Be on the lookout for Hardcore Sports Network. Follow my man Mitch on Twitter at Mitch Kofsky, man. Please do. Ryan too. God, I hate doing this.
Yeah.
You're man.
Yeah, Ryan and Ryan. Well, you can find both of us.
Speak for both of us.
I will. Since I do everything else. Anyway.
Damn.
It's true. I'm just the face.
You are. You're
I'm
just the face.
Just the
He
talent.
brings in the people. He brings in the
really
people.
does. He really does. But we are Philly Sports Alliance. You can check us out at Philly Sports PSA on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the whole normal, places. Of course, Spotify, all the podcast places as well. The two of us host the Philly Broadcast on Tuesday nights, which was literally right before we hopped on here. I also host another show, the Football Smack Talk Show on Mondays. And then there's a plethora of other shows on the Philly Sports Alliance that you guys can check out. So hit us up.
That is awesome. So tomorrow we've got Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel reviews. So excited for that. Then
wait, Miss Marvel?
Oh yeah, Miss Marvel starts tomorrow. Yeah.
That starts tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, snap.
I gotta finish Stranger Things. There's a lot of shows I gotta finish.
Stranger Things is good.
And
then Thursday night we've got a Sixers roundtable. We're kind of doing a similar thing, but ranking it's another roundtable where we're going to rank our top 5 Sixers free agents. That'll be a ton of fun. And then we've got a Washington Commanders preview in the works with me and Rob. Rob's on leave this week. He had a death in the family. So Party on Broad is on pause this week. But otherwise, if you love the Sixers free agency, if you love the NBA draft, I've been pumping out a ton of videos on all of those guys. So you can check that out anywhere. Just want to say thank you everyone for watching, man. It was a ton of fun. Yeah. Follow everyone here. Mitch Kofsky over there on YouTube. Philly Sports Alliance there. My Ryan's down there. Ryan Dives, Mr. Crockpot. Stay awesome, guys. We'll see you next week for Birds of the Roundtable. Stay awesome.
No doubt.
It'll be fine. The thing. There it is.